From the Samsung Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSPTV and the Standard Speaker.
There's always a shortage of blood during summer vacation season, but this year the need is more critical than ever. The Red Cross emergency call for blood donors, our top story on News 13 for this Friday. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kathy Wazinski. The American Red Cross is issuing an emergency appeal. Their blood supply is running so low, they're calling for donors, old and new, to come out and give a little blood. As Matthew Petrillo tells us, by doing so, you could save some lives.
O type, B negative, A negative, and every combination of blood type in between. The American Red Cross is not just seeking blood donations in northeastern Pennsylvania, but across the country, says donor recruiter Paul Smedley.
God forbid something happens to your immediate family or friends, all of a sudden you're exposed to the need and you're directly affected by it.
The Red Cross says they're down about 10% of blood donations for June, a similar trend that happened last year. So there's a constant need for blood. Why the national appeal now?
Well, the national appeal right now is because the American Red Cross has recognized the fact that in the month of June and in the beginning of July, there's been less than normal donations.
So while people are busy taking vacations, the need for blood remains the same. And blocking the American Red Cross's desperate appeal for more donations are strict guidelines that determine who can give blood. The guidelines are set by the Federal Drug Administration and part of a laundry list of some people who the FDA bans from donating includes if you've been in prison, those who have traveled outside the U.S. and into designated malaria areas, and gay men. In fact, one of the very first questions asked during the health screening part says you should not donate blood if, quote, you are a male who had sex even once with another male since 1977.
That I can't really get too into there as far as that.
Smedley couldn't comment on that, but the FDA cites higher risk for HIV, hepatitis B, and other infections as the reason behind the policy. Now, the American Medical Association says the ban should be lifted. They say instead of basing it upon one's sexual orientation, it should be based upon one's individual risk. Calling the policy outdated, gay men across the country protested that policy today by going to give blood and getting denied. Still, if you do meet the requirements and want to give blood, there are several locations to do so in our area. They're all listed on our website, SSPTV.com. Matthew Petrillo, News 13, Wilkes-Barre.
A Hazleton woman has been diagnosed with an incurable disease that's leaving her crippled physically and financially. Christina Papa spoke with her friends today to find out how they're raising money and awareness for their friend named Fred.
They've been friends for a very long time.
Marion Palucci and I have been friends since we were little girls. Went to school together.
Back when the girls went to Hazleton High School, Shirley Matrone called her friend Marion Fred. Shirley says Fred has always been a lively spirit.
Vibrant, fun to be around, always had a very charismatic personality.
Since high school, Marion moved to Florida and has had a family. So when Shirley got a call from Marion a couple years ago about a fatal illness, she was shocked.
I think it was in 2009 that she was diagnosed with this disease, smoldering myeloma.
Smoldering myeloma is a form of cancer that attacks the bone. It causes excruciating pain in the back and ribs and has no known cure.
It's been an uphill battle for her since then. She's had numerous biopsies, lots of medications.
Marion can't work, so with all the health expenses, she's become financially crippled too.
She has no alimony, she has no insurance, and she had to move in with her mom.
Marion still has plenty of support coming from Hazleton, and some of her pals have started a benefit in her name. They're calling it Friends for Fred.
We're doing a fundraiser for Marion at the Tresco Fire Hall, July 20th. At 7 o'clock, the doors will open, and the show will start at 8 o'clock.
Marion won't be able to make it, but the show will definitely be a blast from the past for all her friends and family who attend.
And it's Richie Molinaro and flashback to the 70s show. And if you have seen the show, you know that it is so much fun. It's a blast.
But this event is open to the public. Shirley and the fire company hope to have every seat filled for the great cause. If you'd like to donate and are unable to attend the event, there is a fund open at PNC on 7th and Church Street in Hazleton. It's called Friends for Fred. You can find more information about Marion's battle at heartsforthecure.com. Christina Papa, News 13, Tresco.
Well, if you're a commuter who travels Interstate 80 a lot, PennDOT is planning a new facility in Butler Township that'll make it easier to carpool. PennDOT held a public meeting Thursday evening to announce the location of its new park and ride. The parking lot is going to be at a very convenient place right along Route 309, close to the on-off ramps for I-80. The new park and ride will have about 154 spaces for people to park their cars and carpool, as well as a space for buses to load and unload. The meeting was held last night to give the public the opportunity to voice their concerns and for PennDOT to answer any questions.
Sure, I think it went very well. As expected, property owners who live adjacent to the proposed park and ride have some concerns, and rightfully so. They normally do, and we're taking all the, I believe, the precautionary measures to take care of, trying to be good neighbors with the property owners.
Up until tonight, you didn't realize that this was going to be right behind your housing.
No, we did not. We thought it was going to be behind our vacant lot, which is next to it. We found out tonight it'll be right behind our house. So that caused me a lot of concern. But they did answer a lot of our questions.
Residents who came out said they're happy that their concerns are being taken into consideration with the new project. Construction expected to start in 2015. And still ahead on News 13, clear skies and sunshine are ahead, but first we have to get through a few more showers and thunderstorms. Tell you all about it in News 13 weather. But first, a shower sure won't dampen spirits at a major blues festival that got underway today. It's right in our backyard. We'll take you there when News 13 continues. Well, as of about 2:30 this afternoon, our area became part of the Mississippi Delta, at least till Sunday. The 16th annual Briggs Farm Blues Festival is on, and Christina Papa was there as blues fans poured in from all across the country.
The stage is almost set, but the anticipation for the Briggs Farm Blues Festival is so overwhelming, David Miller and his friends decided to make a little music of their own. The 16th annual Briggs Farm Blues Festival kicked off around noon today. This morning, campers lined the grass, waiting for the gates to open.
Yeah, we got here last night. Why? To be first, because they want to make sure they get their campsite. These guys have been camping together. I was first camping with these guys. They have a spot they like to have every year, and they want to make sure they got that spot.
Artists who have traveled the world will perform on the main stage Natural Outdoor Amphitheater this weekend, but there's actually plenty of fun to be had even before the music starts.
Everything starts around 2. People start walking in and start roaming around.
Vendors were setting up their tents early today, just as Lonnie Shields started up the grill.
Actually, the blues and barbecue is go hand in hand.
In between sets, listeners can come over to the food tent where this menu is completely dedicated to Mississippi Delta cuisine. And right on the top of the list, pulled pork. Lonnie Shields doubles as musician and master chef for the weekend festival. He's well known for his mouth-watering pulled pork and secret barbecue sauce. But he says there's a lot of other things to eat too.
Brats, hot dogs, sausage, and we got all kind of chicken wings, we got catfish, we got smoked wings.
The weekend of food, fun, and music won't break the bank, so even if blues isn't your thing, David says it's still worth the trip.
It's exactly. It's like one big happy family. Everybody's all out to enjoy the festival just together,
The party doesn't stop till tomorrow night, so folks are welcome to drop by the Briggs Farm anytime this weekend for some bluesy fun.
We love Briggs Farm Blues Fest.
Christina Papa, News 13, Nescapec.
Can't wait to go there tomorrow night. Well, time now for our regional weather, including forecast for the Briggs Farm Blues Festival. Let's check the radar. Oh, well, there's the problem. Another stormy afternoon and evening. Showers and thunderstorms are going to move through the region for the next several hours. How heavy they are will depend upon where you live. So if you are at Briggs Farm this evening, there's a good chance you could get a little wet. Creative Condition is all about what happens after it rains. It's by Angelica Castillo, a student at West Hazelton Elementary Middle School, and she says when it stopped raining, the flowers were growing, the bugs came out, and a rainbow appeared, and it was beautiful. And now let's take a look at News 13 weather from the National Weather Service for Greater Hazelton for tonight. Chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low around 61 degrees. Then for Saturday, mostly cloudy, chance of showers and thunderstorms again, a high near 77. Those showers and thunderstorms continue into the evening with a low down to 63. And heading over to Schuylkill County for tonight, periods of rain and possibly a thunderstorm, low around 63. And for Saturday, mostly cloudy with showers and thunderstorms likely, a high up to 78 degrees. Showers and thunderstorms will continue at night with a low around 67 degrees. And let's check the winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you play. The daily, 163, Big 4, 7052. Quinto, 33347, and the treasure hunt 2, 3, 19, 22, 27. Hope you won.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy 21st birthday to Courtney Brocious. She celebrates on Sunday, this which comes with love from your family. Tonight's Talk of the Town report, the Schuylkill Historical Fire Society Museum will be hosting more than 150 members of the Society for the Preservation and Appreciation of Antique Motorized Fire Apparatus on August 1st. The visit will begin at noon. The event is open to the public and refreshments will be available. And finally tonight, the 2013 Shenandoah Heritage Day and Parade of Nations will be held August 24th with the parade starting at 10 a.m. There will be continuous entertainment and a wide variety of ethnic foods offered by vendors, plus crafts and activities, including games. For more information, please call 570-462-2060. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Betty Lou Moorer of Ringtown. Services will be announced by the Alan R. Horn Funeral Home. Dorothy A. Greger of Drums. Funeral is Monday at 9:30 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. And Jerry J. Kokaitis of Zion Grove. Memorial will be held privately and at the convenience of the family from the Harmon Funeral Home. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazelton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. And by Doves of White, serving Schuylkill and surrounding counties, call 570-205-1597.
SSPTV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr. and Ron Marchetti.
We're down to 3 in the District 18 10-11 Division All-Star Tournament, and that's going to be settled this weekend. Let's take a look and show you. We go to the end of the bracketing, and how we got down to 3 is like this. In the winter bracket final last night, in a very, very well-played game, Tamaqua Blue edged Valley East 5-4, and with that win, Tamaqua Blue is the finals team coming out of that winner's bracket. Now, they're going to sit back and wait and see what happens, because last night, Valley West, well, they won the slugfest against Talminzing 9-6, and with that win, it's Valley West that advances. Who are they going to play? Well, the team that Tamaqua Blue knocked out of that winner's bracket, that'd be Valley East. So we've got an all-Valley elimination bracket final. That game is going to be played tonight, 6 o'clock down at Jim Thorpe. The winner of that game gets Tamaqua Blue. Valley East would love another crack at them. Valley West is saying, we've got other plans. We'll wait and see. Little League action winding its way down. All the district champions will be crowned by the time we get to Sunday. Now, speaking of the Little League and district tournament, on the 11 and 12 side, they're moving on to the next level, and that's the Pennsylvania Section 6 tournament. This tournament going to be played in Freeland at the Little League Complex, and that's great. You really like amateur baseball, good chance to get out. You usually have all very good, talented teams coming in at this point. Now, the District 18 champ, all they've got to do is go up the mountain to get to Freeland. We're talking about Valley West. Valley West will play tomorrow. It'll be a 4 o'clock in the afternoon start, and they're going to play the Stroudsburg Americans. That's 4 o'clock tomorrow. That game is at Freeland. That's where the whole tournament is going to be. And I know the good folks in Freeland have been working hard. They have everything ready. It's going to be a first-class affair. Meanwhile, Babe Ruth, Pennsylvania District 4, 13 Division. Today, you got Valley at Franklin Township. That should be a very interesting game as well. Minor league report looks like this. The Rail Riders, they got upended by Syracuse 7-1, same two teams tonight. And the Iron Pigs win streak is over. I mean, go figure. They sweep the Pawtucket Red Sox, and then right at home, they lose to Buffalo. Although we'll give the Iron Pigs a little bit of a mulligan on this. Even though it was a 4-1 score. The game went extra innings. It was a tight game. Iron Pigs have been playing good baseball. Same two teams tonight at Coca-Cola Park. Now, the hottest team in baseball, you're taking a look at them, Joe Maddon's Tampa Bay Rays. And folks, if there's any reason for this team being where they are, it's pitching and defense. And leading the way at pitching, how about Matt Moore? This youngster, just a rookie, he won his 13th game of the season yesterday. So going into the All-Star break, he's going to go in with 13 wins. That's very, very impressive. And it's big considering that David Price has been out of the rotation for most of this season so far. Remember, he's the defending Cy Young Award winner, but he's coming back. So the Rays coming up with a big win yesterday. That's 8 in a row. Now, at Yankee Stadium, the big news, Derek Jeter was back. After a 9-month layoff from his injury, it was good to see the captain back. But as you're taking a look, maybe that's the only game we're going to see him. The Yankees have him as a questionable entry tonight. He tweaked a quadricep, and this afternoon the Yankees said, well, we're admitting we may have rushed him a little bit sooner than we wanted to. 39, that's very understandable because the body just doesn't want to bounce back. So Jeter questionable for tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if they give him the break because with the All-Star break, well, you get the picture. Tonight's sports is brought to you by Mountain Speedway. Here's a look at this weekend's action. It's going to be busy. The pits, well, 2 o'clock going to open up, and the grandstand at 5. Practices are going to start at 4, and the racing will begin at 6. So plenty of action this Saturday, and it's well worth it. Hey, grandstand admission only $10. Kids 10 and under are free, and if you're an active military or a student, even senior discount, $2 off the price of admission. There's the website and the phone numbers. You could call them and get all the information on the excitement of racing down at Mountain Speedway.
The Tampa Bay Rays are playing like a speeding locomotive out of control. They have won 9 in a row. Hi, everybody. This is the July 12th edition of Short Shots. Hey, how about those Red Sox? They now have the best record in Major League Baseball. 57 wins. 20 games over 500. It is what it is. Boston is having a heck of a season so far, and it is kind of disgusting for Yankee fans. Guess what else is disgusting? The Baltimore Orioles designated Russ Kanzer for assignment. Kanzer was batting a very respectable .276 with 86 hits in 86 games for Norfolk, which included 15 doubles, 11 dingers, and a team best 49 ribbies. It's very puzzling and frustrating. Mother of God, what's the problem? On Sunday, the Valley West 11 and 12-year-old All-Stars claimed the District 18 Little League Championship at Whispering Willows Park in Cunningham, their second title in the last 3 years. Chick Dicatano struck out 14 and also hit a moonshot dinger to lead the way. The Valley West 10-11s stayed alive last night. The Valley East 10-11 All-Stars won a pair over Valley West and Franklin Township. Alex Metler blasted 3 home runs against Valley West, but they lost last night. What else? Pitcher Becky Demko, who just graduated from Hazelton area last month, has been named to the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association All-American team. She was chosen as the second-team All-North Regional All-American. Demko compiled a 15-2 record this past season while striking out 132 batters. Her ERA was 0.94, which included 2 no-hitters. Demko and her teammate Maria Trivalpice, who batted around 600 without striking out 1 time all season, recently were selected to the PA High School Softball Coaches Quad A All-State First Team. Kudos to those girls. The Lady Cougars finished this past season at 21-2 while winning the WVC Division I Championship, district title, and the Class 4A Sub-Regional Championship. In District 4, Babe Ruth Baseball, the Valley 13s lost. The best-of-3 title series is 1-1, and they are playing the rubber game as I speak. The Valley 15 Babe Ruthers lofted Lansford to stay alive, and so did the junior Babe Ruth 14-year-olds. So at this very moment, all our local Babe Ruth clubs are still alive. Chris Davis of the Orioles hit his major league leading 34th home run yesterday. We are only 48 days away from August 30th high school football openers. I could wait. Anyway, mark it down. Enjoy your weekend. See you Monday. Till then, stay loose.
And here's what our media partner, the Standard Speaker, is working on for tomorrow's edition. A Hazleton councilman blames years of neglect for costly fees being considered for maintaining the city's aged storm and sewage system. You can read all about it in the Saturday edition of the Standard Speaker. Plenty more news and info headed your way on News 13. One local city has done a countdown of its top neglected properties. We'll talk with an owner who's made the list. That story and much more news when the 13 crew comes right back.